Well, after almost 9 months after resigning from Stoke City at the end of Season 10, we have finally found a new club, and I'm very delighted to tell you that we are now going to be managing Ajax in Holland for at least the next few months, maybe the next couple of seasons, and we're going to try and win a league title here. We're going to try and win cup competitions. We're going to try and win the Champions League, which is going to be very, very difficult. It has been a tough 9 months. I've applied for all sorts of jobs. Arsenal, Fiorentina, Sevilla. I think Benfica as well came up at some point. All of these jobs, you know, we weren't really given a chance with, but then Ajax came along. We've had to take a pay cut, but after 9 months, I'm prepared to take that sort of risk. 18,000 a week, down from 35,000 a week. We'll have to sell up our lot in Stoke and go and buy a new house. So let's go and have a look at that. So £18,000 a week it translates to about 20,500 euros every week, which ends up being about 1.2 million a year, something around that figure. So yeah, looking at this, I don't think I can do the commute every day. It'll take us 9 hours to drive to Amsterdam from Stoke City Football Club every day. That's 391 miles. Yeah, of course we're going to move. We're moving global. We're going global in this Journeyman, meaning that I have had a look for some properties in Ajax, and this, well, in Amsterdam I should say, and this is what we're going to buy. It's a 4-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms. It's got 361 meters squared living area. It's 1.4 million euros with the sale of the house back in Stoke. I think we can just about do that. So hopefully it'll be good. It looks very, very nice, though, doesn't it? Goodness me, what money can get you in Holland that it can't get you in the UK. But some fantastic rooms in this house, and I'm really, really pleased with it, actually. And hopefully we'll be at Ajax a couple of years to live in here and to really enjoy it. It is going to be tough to adjust to the lifestyle in Holland. Obviously, I don't know the language, and that's going to be a big stumbling block. But we've got a lovely house, and it's not too far from the stadium, as you can see. It's a villa, apparently. So there you go. We're living in a villa now. 11 seasons into the Journeyman, we are in a villa. The only thing I can say is that we are currently in January and we're still in the title fight, but certainly going to be a tough challenge. Roll the intro. Hey guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2018 and part 1 of Season 11 of the Journeyman with Ajax. And today we have our first match in charge of Ajax against ADO Den Haag in the, let's try it, Eredivisie? Eredivisie? I have no idea how to say that. So some of you guys can let me know down in the comments. But as you can see, Ajax are currently in 3rd in the league, and we're 3 points behind PSV Eindhoven, who Roberto Martinez has just left, actually. I think they need a manager. Maybe they don't have. Do they need a manager? When did they appoint this manager? 16th of the 5th. Ah, okay, I was lying to you then. So PSV don't need a manager. They're doing pretty well this season. We're in 3rd, and hopefully we can turn their fortunes around. So yeah, as you can see, we're currently in the 23rd of January. We have took a slight pay cut to join here, but I think Ajax is a bigger club than Stoke. So you know, if we can do well here, then hopefully it'll lead to us getting a better job elsewhere. Hopefully we can win a league title. That would be lovely. If we look at the schedule, they've had a decent season. They've lost the odd game here and there. I think they're still unbeaten at home. Actually, no, they're not. They lost that game. But they've only lost one game at home. We're out of the cup as well, which is annoying, but that's the way it goes. And they didn't actually qualify for Europe last season, so Ajax maybe not the club that they once were. I mean, they won it twice on the bounce a couple of years ago, but finished 5th last season, so hopefully we can take them back to their former glories. If we look at the competitions, we are expected to win the league this season, so we might get sacked if we don't. Dynamics is looking like this. They're quite happy for me to be manager. The dressing room atmosphere is good. It's not exceptional, and the match cohesion is very good as well. So hopefully things will work out. Finances look like this. Plenty of money in the bank. Only $6.5 million transfer budget, but should be enough to keep us going, really. And then you've got the wage budget. We have got a little bit of wiggle room there. I have tried to sign Paul Glatzel, but unfortunately we couldn't. He's not interested in joining us, so we can't sign Paul Glatzel at present. I'm guessing it's because we're not actually in the Champions League at the minute, so it probably would be a bit of a sideways step for him, especially now that he's at Liverpool. If we have a look at Stoke, how they're doing, we obviously finished 7th last season. Brendan Rodgers took over from us, and he's led them a very similar position in the Premier League. They're 7th on 36 points. They're still in the European hunt, I guess. But Robertson Gomez, the guy that we signed last January, is the Premier League top scorer at the moment with only 13 goals. That seems not very many after 24 games, but hey-ho, that's what's happening. Paul Glatzel is playing for Liverpool, but not too much. He's actually wanted by Brighton. He's transfer listed. I just don't know why you wouldn't want to play him. Look how many goals he's scored in the last 6 seasons, and he's scored 4 in 8 appearances this season for Liverpool, and he's transfer listed. They don't want him. That's fair enough, but as you can see, we can't sign him. I'd love to bring him to Ajax. I think he would tear up this league, but we can't do anything. Looking at the squad depth, it's fairly good. It's not brilliant. Right back position is a problem. Left back is a problem as well. We probably could do with a couple of more players before the transfer deadline. If we look at the squad in general, there's plenty of players with potential, which you'd expect at Ajax. You know, they're very good at bringing through youth prospects, and if you look, there's lots of players with a lot of potential at this club. So hopefully in our time here we can bring through a few more young players. If we look at the top scorer, it's Joaquin Torres with 8 from 10 starts, and 5 each for Nunnally and Casera, but we do need to start scoring more goals. Top assists is Amrabat with 14. That's pretty damn impressive. And top average rating, there's a few in the 7s there. The top wage is 48,000 for Duže Kaltakar, who is our captain, Croatian, and there's quite a few. Oh, sorry, there's only one contract expiring at the end of the season, and that's a player that's retiring. So we don't have to worry about that. We can't actually bring in any staff members from Stoke. They don't seem to want to join. One that we have brought over, though, is Julian Dix. We haven't managed to get Liam Richardson as our assistant. He's not interested. But that's the way it goes. You know, we just have to accept that. There's a lot of staff members here, and we'll obviously sift through at some point, like, why is he here, you know, for example. Anyway, that is where we're going to leave that for now. Let's have a look at what we're going to do tactically. I think we're going to play a 4-2-3-1. It's a bit of an adaptation from the 4-2-4 at Stoke. That worked quite well. We've obviously just dropped a striker back because we're not scoring enough goals to really warrant playing two strikers, and we're playing a few different roles. I've got Mazzala in there, and we've got a deep line playmaker, some wingers, and obviously an advanced playmaker joining up with a complete forward, 2 wing backs on defend, 2 central defenders, and the goalkeeper. So this is our first team for Ajax. We've got Ion in goal, we've got Pierre Pierius at right back. We've then got Kaltakar and Medri at centre back. We've got Oliveira at left back, and then we've got Billyveld and Amrabat in midfield, with Nunnally, Mokhtar and Torres starting behind Casera up top. Anybody that watched me 2016 Journeyman will remember Che Nunnally. We had him at Valencia. He is an Ajax player in real life, and you know, is certainly a good player. I think he'll do a decent job for us. He's 28 years old, but we had him at Valencia and won La Liga with him at that right midfield. What a player he was. Anyway, let's get into it. It is going to be a tough match early on. I hope we win it. If we don't, then we have a slight problem. But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. So let's get into it. Come on, boys. Let's win this first match in charge of Ajax. The target is obviously to win the title. It is going to be tough to do that. We've only got half a season in which to stamp our authority on this team and get them playing the way we want to. It is, in all honesty, meant to be a bit of a temporary stop in our Journeyman, this one, because I thought that was going to be an early chance. It wasn't. Simply because I don't know how much we can do with Ajax. You know, I don't think we can do that well in the Champions League if we qualify for it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here's Piraeus now to Amrabat. Amrabat on the ball now to Torres. Torres gets it wide now to Billyveld, to Mokhtar. Now to Che Nunnally. Can he get it in? He certainly can. What a cross that was. Here's Mokhtar. Now Casera puts it into the back of the net. It's 1-0 within 13 minutes here at Ajax. And they're already playing some beautiful football there. Some lovely passing, really high tempo play. A good cross in by Nunnally, and then Casera managing to finish it. And it is 1-0. By the way, any Ajax fans out there, a big hello to all of you. Subscribe for daily FM content and all of that. And hopefully I'll do your team justice. Here's Van den Boomen, Mokhtar. Ooh. David gets it away to Billyveld. Now to Amrabat. Amrabat on the ball. Gets it forward to Torres. Torres into the middle. It's Casera. It's 2-0. And Casera, I guess it is. It's not Casera. Casera has made it 2-0 very early on here. Amrabat with a lovely ball forward towards Torres. And then Torres got it in. Casera with the header. And it is 2-0. Come on, boys. This is brilliant stuff. And Casera, we'll have a look at him maybe at half-time. He's had quite an interesting history at Ajax. And that's why I've put him up front. You know, he's not our best striker at the club. But I'll show you why we've got him up there today. And it's paying off. Here he is again. Casera forward to Che Nunnally. Nunnally, it's in. It's in. Keeper was unlucky there. But it's 3-0 within 20 minutes. We've had a really good start here. Where are ADO Den Haag in the league? I mean, I've always known that they were a Dutch side. I don't know how good they are. It's difficult to tell. They're 12th, so they're not the worst team in the division. They're probably a mid-table side, but we're controlling them here. Here's Mokhtar. Reisiger away. Here's David. Now to Eichelheim. I haven't got a clue. Kaltakar. Forward to Casera. Can he get his hat-trick? Oh, just wide. Unlucky. Unlucky there. PSV are losing. That's a massive result if they beat PSV. that brings us right back into it, guys. There's probably only going to be 3-4 episodes of Season 11. There's not that many games left. I will try and show you as many as I can, but I don't want to bore you guys equally, so you know, we'll keep it nice and short this season. And it might even be our only season at Ajax. You never ever know, because there is the rule in the Journeyman that once we win the top division of a country, we can't return there. So it's a bit shady as to whether we can actually continue into next season if we win it this year. But as it stands, we've moved to the top of the league, and what a fantastic performance so far. We're very, very happy with that. The only thing that's slightly disappointing is that Joaquin Torres, who's actually the league's top goal scorer at the moment, who hasn't really looked that good so far, so hopefully he can turn it around and we can really start pushing on. By the way, I went for orange on the thumbnail because I tried white and you couldn't see the text, and I thought brand consistency, we'll go Holland colours. Cassieira's just scored his hat-trick. It's 4-0. Fantastic. We'll go Dutch colours with orange, and I think it's worked out quite well. So, yeah. But what a ball from Mokhtar forward and Nunnally, who got it in, and Cassieira with another goal, and it's 4-0. What a perfect start to our journey with Ajax. This is fantastic stuff. Brilliant stats. We just have been the better team. Shall we have a look at some of the other players? So we'll bring Mokhtar off, and we'll put Jesse Drent in there. Amrabat can come off, and we'll put in this guy. Yeah, that'll do. We'll bring off Cassieira as well, and put Schmitz up top, and we'll see what he can do. He wants to be a poacher, so let's see what that's all about. We'll get Cassieira's standing ovation, and we'll see if we can get another goal here. Late on, it looks like the game is just going to fizzle out, though. So we will have a look at Cassieira before we go. Mateo Cassieira is a 30-year-old Colombian. He's got some decent attributes. And this is his season so far. He's had 4 in 19, but he's been here a long, long time. He scored 18 in 29 that season. He hasn't quite replicated that form, but hasn't really been ever present in the side since then. And he scored a lot of goals. Last season he scored 12 in 31, and this season he scored 4 in 13 already, with obviously a hat-trick today, so that's going to be 7 in 14. So hopefully we can get him scoring, and he can be our new Paul Glatzel, because I'm really sad he's not going to be here. But hopefully we'll get a few more signings along the way. Super Mario, by the way, has left Stoke since we left. He's gone to Man City for about £70 million, so that's really sad. But that's the way it goes. You know, he deserves his big break at a big team, so I'm not bothered about that. But that is where we are going to leave it for this episode. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you do leave a like down below. It is especially helpful on these little part ones where we're at a brand new team. So if you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. Let me know where you think we'll finish with Ajax this season. And if we do win the league, would you like me to give the Champions League a crack with Ajax? But that's all very far in the future. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.